So this week, I got the chance to go to an advanced screening because you know I'm VIP or whatever. And I got to see the movie Moonfall. Now, if you know me, I love a good sci-fi action, good end of the world movie, and you know it's directed by yours truly, Roland Emmerich, who created the movies that we also very love, Independence Day, Day After Tomorrow, and 2012. Yes, and me, who loves end of the world movies. I love seeing the trees crash everywhere and the water flowing, the people screaming, people falling off buildings. I like to see that. I enjoy it. That's me. Got to see the movie, and I'm here to give you a review about it. So let's get into it. It stars my fave, and probably your fave, Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, and John Bradley. Those are the three main characters. There are a lot of other characters in the movie, but I just want to keep it cute so we can keep this video short. So I'm not going to give y'all details about it, but the gist of the movie is there's this mysterious dark force. I don't even know what to call it. You would just have to see it because the way that CGI made it look, it was real extraterrestrial robotic type force that enters the moon, knocks the moon off its orbit, which, in conclusion, causes it to collide into the Earth. Now, little science fact here. Because the moon's orbit is knocked out of its regular rotation, it starts to get closer to the Earth, which means that the days get shorter. So, instead of it knocking into the Earth in 3 months, it's gonna only take about 3 weeks. And they gotta figure out what they're gonna do to save the world. I'm here for it. Halle Berry is an astronaut in this movie. Black power, shout out to everything black. Let's get into the writing. Now, because this is an end of the world movie, it wouldn't be an end of the world movie without being a little bit corny, you know? Like, you gotta have the, oh, I gotta save the world. I love you, son. Like, you have to have that in the movie, or it's not an end of the world movie. Like, it's not your Roland Emmerich classic. Writing is a little bit corny, but it's not too corny to where you just like, all right, this would not happen in real life. Like, you gotta have those corny moments to make it dramatic, to make it an end of the world movie. Acting. I'm gonna bounce the acting of the movie off of the writing. So the writing is pretty good. You have funny moments. You have your comic relief, who is the conspiracy theorist who actually figured out that the moon was out of orbit before NASA did. You know, it's always that one crazy guy that nobody believes that he actually died. Sometimes you gotta believe that. Like I always say, it was good. It was decent. And you got Halle Berry, so it's gonna be some believable moments. Like, that's my girl. You know, you gotta have that thug tier and keep it cute. But the acting is not spectacular where I think, oh, everybody in this movie need an Oscar. It's not that. Cinematography. Let's get into the cinematography. Lighting makes a difference in movies. It sets the mood for the movie. You have low-key lighting, which is the lighting that gives you more of a suspenseful, mysterious, what's about to happen type vibe. And of course you need that because it's the end of the world. What they gonna do? CGI in this movie, you got Day After Tomorrow that came out in 2004, and then you got Moonfall that comes out in 2022. I mean, it's 2022. The graphics gotta be top tier. But I'm that person who gonna look. I'm gonna pay attention to the little specs. Do I see? Is it a little distorted there? I'm that person. I'm gonna do that. So as I was studying it, and as the trees were flying and the buildings were crashing, I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, they did something here. Top tier, top notch. Overall, I give this movie a 3.8 out of 5. And this is the reason why. It's still a good movie. The thing is, I was thinking about this as I was watching the movie. Will I watch this again? Because The Day After Tomorrow 2012 are movies that I watch. I love those movies. My mom and I, we love The Day After Tomorrow. Every time it come on TV, best believe we gonna watch it, okay? Is this a movie that I'm going to watch again? And I think my theory is that because it's not of natural causes, you know, The Day After Tomorrow was because of like global warming. 2012 was basically because of that too. This storyline of the movie had a specific story. For Siobhan, I wasn't as engaged as I normally was with the other movies. Does that make sense? So this is why it gets a 3.8 out of 5. I recommend you going to see it. It releases on Friday in theaters. And you know, you go get you some popcorn or bring some. Go to a matinee show. Because you know movie tickets are literally $1 billion per person. I'm trying to figure out how did we get here. I will say that this movie sounds amazing with surround sound. Is this a movie that you should watch at home? Probably not, unless you just got a crazy sound system at home. But in the theater, it really played a difference. Like, I was in that mode like, oh, okay, a little rumble. This is also a 2-hour movie for my people who got the 90-minute rule. If you can't sit longer than 90 minutes, I suggest you might not go see it. It's a good movie though. If your attention span cannot handle past 90 minutes, this movie is not for you. That's all I got for y'all. So let's get into it. I hope you go see Moonfall in theaters on Friday or this weekend. And I will see y'all next time on the next episode of Get Into It.